Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Take the Bypass by Katie Splendor. And here are the rules. Oh, yeah, I just did one of these anyways. Well, this was highly rated. Let's do it. This is another global entropy one. So if you just saw if you did the previous days, you'll notice this was also global entropy, and it's also by Katie Splendor. So I'm just doing these back to back. So for me, it's pretty similar. Anyways, let's continue the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region. We have global entropy, where every 2 by 2 box of cells must contain at least one low digit, which is 1, 2, or 3, one medium digit, which is 4, 5, and 6, and one high digit, which is 7, 8, or 9. So in every 2 by 2 area, you have to have one low digit, one medium digit, and one high digit, and one last digit, which could be any of these sets, right? We have lockout lines, where digits along a lockout line must not be between the two end digits in the diamonds, which must differ from each other by at least 4. So the diamonds on the lockout lines must have a difference of at least 4. So you could have something like, I don't know, 3 and 7 here, and that would be valid. But you could not have something like 3 and 6 because they have a difference of less than 4. But along the lockout lines, these digits must be not between these two digits in the diamonds. So you could have, or let's say this is, okay, let's say this is 3 and this is 7. Then you could actually have a 3 here because it's not between 3 and 7. And the remaining digits here would have, well, okay, this would be 7 and, yeah, so this would actually work. This could be 3, right? So you could have 7, 3, and this could be like 1 here. Well, this could be 2. And this could be 8 here. And this would be a valid lockout line because 3, 2, and 8 are not between 3 and 7. And that's an example of how lockout lines work. We also have ratio crop keys, where digits separated by a black crop key dot have a ratio of 2 to 1, and there is no negative constraint. We have XV sums, where digits separated by an X sum to 10, and digits separated by a V sum to 5, and there is no negative constraint. So, for example, if this was a 7, I was forced to make this a 3, because these two digits must add up to 10, because there's an X between them. And if I made this a 3, that forced me to make this a 2, because there have to be, these two digits must add up to 5. If this were 8, this would have to be 4, because this must be in a 1 to 2 ratio. And those are all examples of how ratio Kropke or XV sums work. We also have Dutch whisper lines, where neighboring digits on an orange Dutch whisper lines differ in value by at least 4. And I call them whisper 4 lines. I did not come up with it. A setter created this, and I thought it made a lot of sense because it's very easily extendable. So for example, if this were a 3 here, this would have to be a 7, an 8, or a 9 here, because those are the only digits which are 4 or more away from 3. And that's an example of how Dutch whisper lines work. We also have Ren bands, where digits on a purple Ren band line form a set of consecutive numbers in some order. So you could have something like, say, 7, 8, and 6 here, and that would be valid because these three digits must then, 6, 7, 8 is a set of consecutive digits. And That's an example of how Renban lines work. And then we have palindrome, where digits on a gray palindrome line read the same backwards and forwards. So this must be the same reading this way as it does this way. So reading that way and reading up is basically the same way. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, this is in a 1:2 ratio, and there's a difference of 4 between these digits. The only possibility there, then, is 4 and 8. Because if you don't have 4 and 8, it's just not going to work, right? Any digit 5 or greater is doubled, does not have a digit as the other end, right? 5 doubles to 10, 6 doubles to 12, etc., etc. And if you have something lower than it, they're not going to have a difference of more than 4, or 4 or more, I should say. Because 3 doubled is 6, that's a difference of 3. 2 doubled is 4, which is a difference of 2, etc., etc. So this must be 4, 8 as a pair. Therefore, this set of digits has to be 1, 2, or 3, 6. This cannot be 4 or 8. It's also in a 1:2 ratio. So this is also 1, 2, 3, or 6 here. If this were 1, this would have to be 9. If this is 2, this would have to be 8. If this is 3, this would have to be 7. And if this is 6, that would be 4. Okay. So can this ever be 1, 2, or 3? I think the answer is no. If this is 1, 2, or 3, all of these would have to be 1, 2, 3 because we can't have the 4 available. So to form a set of 3 consecutive digits, it would only be 1, 2, or 3. But then that would force this to be 6 and this to be 6, which means we'd have a duplicate in the box. So this cannot be 1, 2, 3. It must be 6 and 3 here, which means this cannot be 3 or 6. This cannot have a 4 or an 8 on this rim band. So this must be a 5, 7 pair. This digit is next to a V, so it must sum up to 5. And therefore cannot be 3 or 4. It must be 1 or 2 here, which makes this 3 or 4. 3 cannot be in a 1:2 ratio with 2 other digits. So this must be 4 here. So we have 4 here and 1 here, adding up to 5. 4 is in a 1:2 ratio with 2 and 8, so this is 2 and 8 here. 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 2. 2 plus 8 add up to 10. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 4 and 8. 4 has to be next to the 9 here, then. This cannot be 2 and 3, adding up to 5 because of the 3 in the column. And this 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 2, which makes that 8. So this must be 1, 4 as a pair. This is 1, 4 also. 2 must be next to, is in a 1:2 ratio with 1 or 4 also. So let's start coloring these. 8 is high, 4 is medium. So all the 4s are medium. All the 8s are highs. All the 2s are low. All the 1s are low. 9 is high. 3 is low. 6 is medium. Okay, so this is 1, 4 as a pair. This is in a 1:2 ratio here with this digit, and it's 4 away from 8. So this has to be 1, 2, 3, or 4 here. If this were 1, that would guarantee this is 4, and 4 is going to be between 8 and 1. So this cannot be 1 here. So we have 2, 3, and 4 here. 2 could be in a 1:2 ratio with 1 or 4. 3 is in a 1:2 ratio with 6. 4 is in a 1:2 ratio with 2 and 8. Okay. If this is 4, that would necessarily mean this is 2 or 3. which 4 would be definitely be between 2, 3, and 8. So this cannot be 4. This must be 1, which makes this 4. That eliminates 1 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 1. This is 2, 8, 4, and 6 then, to add up to 10 with that. So this is medium. This is low. We have 2 lows here, so this can't be, and this is high. This must be medium, so that's 5, which makes this 7, and is high. Since this is 4, that must be 4 because it's a palindrome. So this is 4, this is 1, which makes this low. We have low, low here. This is high, so this must be green, which means we need a low here, so this must be a low-high combination. So it cannot be 1 because of 1 in the row, so it could be 8 here and 2 here. But that can't be 2 and 8 because of 2 and 8 in the column. So this must be 3 and 7 as a pair, which eliminates 3 and 7 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 3, this can't be 6, that can't be 4. We are guaranteed a 4 in one of these cells. This is 4. This has to be 4 or more away from 4. So this has to be 8 or 9, which makes this 1 or 2. If this is 1, this has to be 2. If this is 2, this has to be 1 or 4. Either way, we're guaranteed a 2 here. So this is high. Remaining digits in column 5. We have 6, 7, and 9. 6 and 7 are guaranteed to be between 4 and 8 and 9. So this cannot be 6 or 7. It's 9, which makes this 8, and 2, which means this can't be 2 here. So this is low. This is high as a 9, which eliminates 9 in the rest of the column. These are 2 mediums. That's a high. This must be low here. And it's 2 or 3. We don't know which. This is 2 mediums and a high. We need a low here. We don't know which. We have 2 lows here. That's medium. This must be high. And it has to be not be between 2 and 8 or 4 and 8. So this has to be 9 here. It couldn't be 7 and 8 anyway, so that's 9. We have all 3 here. We have all 3 here. This is a combination, cannot have 2 to add up to 2 and 3 to add up to 5. So this must be 1 and 4. So this is 1, that's 4 because this can't be 4. This is low, this is medium. This 4 eliminates 4 and 6 as a possibility. So this is a 2-8 pair. So this cannot be 4 here, which makes this 4 there and is medium. This is a low-high pair. Remaining digits in row 2 are 2, 5, 6, and 8. And this cannot be 2 or 8 because of 2 or 8 in the box. So this is a medium. This can't be 5 to be in a 1 to 2 ratio with another digit. So if this is 2 and 8, this could be 1 or 4. If this is 6, this is 3. Okay. This is high or medium. We're not sure which. Same with this. This is low or medium. Okay. This cannot be between 4 and 8. So it has to be 1, 3. It has to be 1 or 3. 7's between 4 and 8. So is 5 and 6. Can't be 8 because of 8 in the column. So this is low. So we have 2 lows here. This must be medium. This is medium, medium here. This must be high. One of each. Okay, so we seem to have a lot of a decent amount of 4s. So 4 has to be one of these 2 digits here. In row 6, 4 cannot be here or here, so 4 has to be here. In row 9, 4 cannot be here because of 4 in the box. 4 can't be here because of 4 in the column, so 4 is one of these 2. Okay. We need a high in this 2x2 box. So the rest of the box cannot be high, so it's blue or green. Well, we have 2 highs only in row 7, so this has to be high here. One of these is high. This is low or medium. Remaining digits of row 4, we have 3, 6, 8, 9. No 8 here because of 8 in the column. Everything else just seems kosher. This 2x2 box needs a low. So this can't be low. This is green or red. One of these 2 boxes needs a blue. Because we have red, green, and red. That eliminates blue from the rest of the row. So because we have 2 blues here and 1 guaranteed blue here. So this is red or green. This is red or green. Okay. Since this is green, one of these must be blue. Or red and green, that's one of these must be blue. But that doesn't tell us too much. One of these 2, this is not blue. This is green. We already have all 3 there. We have all 3 there. All 3 there. 2 has to be one of these 2. But that doesn't tell us too much. This can't be 8 because of 2, 8 pair in the column. So where is 8 in row 4? It must be one of these 2 digits here. Where is 8 in row 5 then? Can't be here because of 8 guaranteed in one of these 2 cells. Can't be here because they're filled out. Can't be here because of 8 in the column and 2, 8 pair in the column. So this must be 8 here. And this is high. So this must be a low here to make this global entropy work. And it cannot be 2, it cannot be 1. So it's guaranteed to be 3. 3 can't be here because of 3 in the row. So this must be 3 here and is low. So this cannot be 3. This is 6 or 9. These can't be 3. We do not have any more lows in column 8, so that's medium and high. Well, we have this 2x2 area does not have a low, so this must be low here. And it cannot be 1, so it's 2, which makes this 3. Where is the 2 in row 5 then? Cannot be here because of 2's in the boxes. Can't be here because of 2 in the column, so 2 must be here and is low. 1 can't be here. Where is 1 in this right central box? It must be here. So this is 1 here. This is 2 here, so this cannot be 2 here, and it cannot be 1 here correspondingly to be in a 1-to-2 ratio. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the column. Where is the 2 in row 2 then? It has to be here. So this is 2, which makes this 8. That makes this blue and this red. Okay. 8 has to be one of these 2 also. Okay. We have a 3 guaranteed to be one of these 2. 1 cannot be here, and 3 cannot be here, and 2 can't be here, so this cannot be low. It's medium. So this is 5 or 6. 1 can't be here. 1 can't be here. Where is 1 in this lower left-hand box? It must be one of these two. So this is a 1-4 pair, which means this is blue and green. Well, none of these can be high now. Where is the high in this 2x2 box? It must be here. So that's high. That's 3 highs in row 8, which eliminates high in the rest of the row. So this can't be high. This is green, and this is a blue-green pair. 1 cannot be either of these. Where is, because of 1's in the column, where is 1 in rows 8? It has to be here, right? Can't be in the mediums, can't be in the highs, so this is 1 here. This is 7 because that's the last high remaining. That's 9 because that's the last high remaining. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 7 and 3. This cannot be blue. This is red. This can't be red. It's blue. And this must be the last blue in the box, so this is 2, which eliminates 2 here. We have 8 2s now. Actually, we don't. But we know in column 7, where's the 2? Can't be here because of 2 in the boxes. Can't be here because of 2 in the row. So it must be here. So that's 2, which is low. And we have now 8 2s, which gives us, we know where the last 2 has to be. It has to be there. Okay. This is blue and green. We need a red in this 2x2 box, so this can't be green. It's red, which means we have 3 reds, or sorry, yeah, 3 reds in this lower right-hand box. So this can't be red. It's blue or green. This is 2. 3 has to be one of these 2 digits here. So then this could be blue, green, or red. Yeah, that's not helpful. Remaining digits in row 5 are 5 and 7. So this is green or red. These are green or red. We need a blue here. But it could be 1. That seems fine. This is green or red. This is green or red. These are green or red. Okay. Remaining digits in column 3 are 5 and 6. Remaining digits in this upper central box are 5, 6, and 7, which eliminates 5, 6, and 7 in the rest of the row. So that leaves 1, 3, 4, and 9. So this is 1, 3, 4, 9. This is 1, 3, 9. And 1, 3, 9 as possibilities. This can't be 1 because of 1 in the column. This has to be a red-green pair. So the red has to be here, which means that's 7, so this can't be 7. This is green. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 5. So that eliminates green from the rest of the column. So this cannot be green. This is blue and is 3, which makes this 8 and high. So this is 3, which means this can't be low. That's green. This is 3 greens here, which eliminates green in the rest of the box. So this is blue and is 3, which eliminates 3 from being there. This is green, red as a pair with the 2 blues, so this cannot be 5. These are 2 greens and 1 red, so this must be blue and is 3. That eliminates 3 from being here, so this is 4 and 8. Eliminates 8 from being here, so this is medium. This is not low. This is medium. This is high. We need a low here, and it cannot be 2 or 3, so it's 1, which makes this 9. So that's high. We need a low here, and it must be 3. 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 1, which makes this 4. So this cannot be green. It's blue. This can't be blue. It's green. 8 cannot be here. Where is 8 in row 4? It has to be here. So this is 8, which makes that not green, so that's red. This is red and blue. So it's in 3 and 9 specifically. This is 3 with 5 or 6. We're not sure which. Okay. This is 5 and 6 also. 5 and 6. This cannot be 9, so this is 7, which forces this to be 9 here. This is 5, 6, 5, 6 as a pair, which leaves this digit as a 1 and is low. This is green, red as a pair. So this is 5, 6, and 7. Remaining digits in this right central box are 5, 6, 7, 9. This cannot be 9 because of 9 in the column. This is 2 lows and a high, so this cannot be high. So that's medium, which means this can't be 7. This is 2 lows and a medium, so this can't be medium. So it's high, which makes that 7 or 9. 2 lows, this must be a high and a medium combination. This is medium, so this can't be medium here because of the 2 lows there. So this is 7, which makes this not high. So it's 5 or 6. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 5, which makes this 6. That makes this 9 and this 7. So this is not medium, it's high. So this is not high, it's medium. 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 7 and not medium, it's high. This is too high, so this must be low, medium here. So this is 6, which eliminates 6 here. This is 5, 9 as a pair. Okay. So that's satisfied. This is 2 lows. This must be high and medium. So this can't be high. This can't be medium. So this is 6. This is 7. We have 3 mediums in column 5. This is 5. This cannot be medium. It's high, which means this can't be high because we have 3 highs in that box. So this is 7. This is 6, which makes this 5, which makes that 3 and is low. This can't be low. This is medium and is 6. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 9 and 3, which means this can't be low. It's high. This can't be high. It's low. 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 5, which makes that 9. This can't be high. This can't be medium. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 5 and 6. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 6 and 5. And 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 5 and 6. And that's a solution. Yeah, I guess I'm getting better at the global entropy. I don't know, I just... I think I said in yesterday's puzzle that I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Doesn't float my boat. But it might float your boat, so I try to do things that I wouldn't necessarily do on my own in these very easy puzzles. So that it exposes you guys to different variety of rule sets. And global entropy is a pretty popular one, I guess. I'm just not the biggest fan of doing them, particularly when they're hard, because I don't see them very well. It's kind of the same for me with also anti-night. I'm very bad at spotting anti-night. I am probably in the lower, like, quartile, maybe lower 10th percent of people, 10th percentile in people in doing anti-night. For some reason, I just can't see it. I'm better at spotting global entropy, so maybe I don't dislike it as much. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.